Hello crew, Captain Akazot here. Today we're going to be talking about GP Luffy on the PRB02 meta. It's a very consistent aggro deck. So starting with the leader, once per turn, activate main once per turn, you go -2 Dawn. And if you only have Straw Hat type characters in play, you set up 2 of your Rested Dawn cards as active. Then this leader gets plus 1000 power until the end of your opponent's turn. So when you first read this leader, it doesn't seem very strong. You're losing 2 Dawn to get 1k extra on your leader for your turn and from the opponent's turn. But when we go through the deck list, you understand why matters so much. The setting active is insane. It allows you to spend the board very quickly. And we have a character that's very important to the deck that helps us not lose so many Dawn and keep around 7 to 8 Dawn is, I would say, it's very good. If you can go up to 10, having multiple of them in the board, it's perfect. But if you can't, the deck plays also very well. So the character I'm talking about, I think is the most important character of the deck, is the Sunjin Pudding. Your turn, once per turn, when 2 or more Dawn cards are returned to your Dawn deck, set up one of your Dawn cards from your Dawn deck as active. So if you -2, you can take one back. And if the number of Dawn you have is equal or less than your opponent, you draw a card. So this card start replacing itself towards the mid game. And this deck has a lot of draw power, as you're gonna see. So going back to the beginning here, we have the Nami Searcher, so it's a searcher for Straw Hat on the top 5. You cannot take another Nami. It's one of the best searches in the deck. It's for 1 Dawn, you can look at 5. We have the Zoro. If your opponent has 2 or more characters on the field, this character can attack characters on the turn that is played, so it's rush for characters. And on play, if your leader is Straw Hat, rest one of your opponent's characters with cost 4 or less. So this is really relevant against some of the decks you have on the meta, for example, Rayleigh. So you can easily respond to the Rayleigh with attacking with Zoro and your leader if you want. Remove those small characters early and don't allow them to build a board. It's also a 1k counter, so that's why I'm playing 2. You can look on the searchers. The 2k blocker Zoro, the new from PRB02. During the opponent's turn, if this character will be rested by your opponent's effect, you may rest one other character instead. So it's really good against green, and it's a 2k, and if you need a blocker, it is a blocker. It's a very solid card. The new Nami from PRB02, it's a searcher for 5. You can look for a Straw Hat type that is not a Nami. Put the rest in the bottom, and it has a trigger, so you play from life. This card is insane on this deck. It gave a surreal consistency. You guys are gonna see me talking a lot about searchers here because this deck has 16 searchers and 8 cards that can replace itself when played. So the deck in the end of the games, usually you have 20 cards or less on your deck, which means you drew over 50% of your deck in a very quick match because the deck is aggro. Most of the time you play a role as aggro. You have a Zohachi, a purple staple, is a Straw Hat, so it's searchable on this deck, is a 2k, and it can also help you finishing the matchup by resting their blockers. Zorojuro, 4 cost, it's a searcher for 5, but you can only take purple characters from the Straw Hat type. And the rest goes to the bottom as well. The only problem of this character is that it is a brick, but 4 for a 6k and also replace itself, really good. Sunjin Pudding, we talked about it. It's probably the most important character of the deck, and you're always going to be looking for 1 or 2 of them. Most of the time 2 of them. If you can consistently keep 2 of them on the board, that means you're never losing Dawn. You're using your leader effect for free, and basically you have 4 extra Dawn every turn, which is really strong. The 6 cost Rush Luffy. So if your leader's mood color and your opponent has 5 or more Dawn cards on the field, this character gains Rush. It's really, the second part is really important on the mirror because we want to keep, sometimes we want to keep ourselves around 6 Dawn, and when they play this character, if they attack, we can Giant, go to 4, and this character cannot attack again because it loses Rush on the turn that enters. This is really relevant. It can save you in this matchup. But anyway, it has a second ability. When attacking, once per turn, you return 2 active Dawn, so they cannot be tapped, to your Dawn deck, and you set this character as active, so you untap it, and then you lose a life. That means 2 things. One, whatever Dawn you're gonna use on this character to attack, you can use again. So it's really powerful. If you put 2 Dawn, you're gonna have 2 hits of 9, and so on. And also that since the taking the life is the final part of the ability, that means is not required. It's not a cost. So even if you have 0 life, you can still untap your Rush Luffy and keep attacking, which is really, really good. So the 6 cost Sanji, a blocker. You can pay 3 if you have 2 or fewer Dawn than your opponent. This card on this deck is really good because most of the time you're gonna be behind in Dawn. And if you need a blocker in some matchups, this is the one you're gonna try to play for 3. And it's a 2K searchable. It's purple, so you can search with Zorojuro. So it's a great character. Luffy Taro, 7 cost for 8K. You go -1 Dawn, you play one of your Straw Hat types characters that costs 5 or less from your hand. This is really, really good to spam the board. So usually you want to go second on this deck, and the first time you play Sanjin Pudding, you're gonna use your effect, goes to 5, and the next turn you can Luffy Taro Sanjin Pudding again. This spams the board very quickly. Your leader effect becomes neutral immediately on the 4th turn of the game. And you can use this open Dawn to defend yourself after that. So a really good character. And don't play more because it's a break, so you don't want to see from life or you don't want to see late game. But if you find one of them in the mid game, I would take with the searchers for sure. The advanced game, as this card is named, like a nickname, the name is too big. It's a 1 cost event. You may rest 3 Dawn cards and rest a total of 2 of your opponent characters or Dawn cards. That means you can tap a Dawn and a character, or 2 characters or 2 Dawns. This is a great to be used as a finisher. So remove 2 blockers, go for life, remove 2 Dawn, and don't allow them to activate their events. And it has a counter for your leader, so plus 3k. Just remembering that your leader is gonna be most of the time 6k. So this is, you can put your leader in 9k very easily with this one, and it's really good. So another searcher, this is an event searcher, so you look only the top 3. You take a Straw Hat, a Kid Pirates, or a Heart Pirates type, and add it to your hand and place the remaining at the bottom of your deck. So you can take basically any Straw Hat type here. It's really good, and it triggers from the life, so you basically choose from the top 3 whatever you want your life to be. So if you need some action, you can look for it. If you want counters, you can look on the top 3 instead of just relying on the life. It's a really good event. Giant, I think this card is one of the best purple cards ever printed. 1 Dawn, counter, -2, you may trash 1 card from your hand. Your leader, if your leader has a Straw Hat type, gives to one of your leaders or characters plus 4,000 power for this battle, then draw 2 cards. So this is a 4k counter that makes you card neutral. That means you didn't spend a single card from your hand technically to play this. So amazing, very, very powerful card. Thunder Bagua, some lists play more Thunder Bagua. I'm relying to only play 2, so I can play more of the Zoro, which is really good on some matchups. So Thunder Bagua is a 2-mana counter event that if your leader or character gains plus 4,000 during this battle, then if you have 2 or less life cards, add 1 Dawn card from your deck and rest it. So you ramp 1, If you have 2 life, this is really good on the late game. If you're losing a lot of Dawn to protect yourself with Giant, you can ramp some back and still have enough Dawn to go for the Rush Luffy or for some big attack you want. And last but not least, the Stage is one of the best cards in the deck. It's not a searcher, but it at least replaces itself. It's a 1 cost stage. One enters, draw a card, and the activate main. If you have the same number of Dawn on the field or less than your opponent, you can give one of your Straw Hat Crew type characters +2 cost until the end of the next turn. So this is really good against yellow because you can protect your Sungeon Pudding from Zeus and from Nami and from other characters that would KO a 5k. This is basically one of the greatest reasons to play that the deck is playable against black decks or yellow decks as well. So I'll show you guys some gameplays. I'll be playing the ranked ladder from The Sim. So let's get to it. Okay, we're against UP. Tough match, but I think we can do something here. Bunch of searchers. That's a good hand to keep, especially around seconds. I'll start with the Nami. Yes, please. I'll put it here so it returns faster. Like this. Yep. It would be nice to see a stage as well to avoid the triggers. Oh, this is good. Really good going seconds. So stage or 90? Stage. Okay. Should I attack in this position? I think I can give him more ramp options. Yeah, just pass. Because most likely he's gonna take the first life to activate Bagua. 7. Oh, defend one of my lives here. So he has 6. He's the same as me. I'm gonna be able to draw with Sungeon Pudding. Nice draw. Really nice draw. So now I activate here. Then I can attack. Because I cannot use Thunderbago. The second one with Luffy Taro. Guys, amazing hand. Amazing hand here. 2 1Ks after a giant is fine, but not ideal. Most of the time we want to see 2 2Ks there, so giant is basically a. That's fine. 8. I'll take 8. And a 2K. Yeah. I'll give it 2K. Now he's gonna do the effect, so he can bottom stuff. I think I should start with. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play the second one to protect this from the triggers. So 6. And 8. 4 cards in hand. Two. I have a giant. A bunch of 2Ks. A little bit scared of pudding here, not gonna lie. But if he's putting me with 10 down on board, that's it's risky for him as well to be losing that much tempo. And if he attacks first, I can always drop like 2Ks, 1Ks, and go lower on my hand. So he draws a Hachi. Yeah, that's fine. It's better than a Sanji and this, right? So I'm not gonna complain about that one. 5 cards in hand. Okay, here. Cool. Oof, starting to get heavy here. I think it's okay. I would take the searcher, but I don't want to play the searcher now. Don't you leader effect? 7 down. For this. Okay. Okay, okay. 4 don't open. Giants. Massive amount of 2Ks. I think this is lower than mine, which is odd. Playing UP. UP usually has more cards than you. But I think I'm doing a good job on poking his life and annoying the shit out of him. This is bad for me now. He's gonna spam the board. I think I need to go for a big play now. If he again, oh, I forgot to activate this. But anyway, if he again does Sanjin to Mihawk or something like that, can be bad for us. Going to 9 down next turn. I think if I have this amount of attackers, I can try to go for a game. Okay. Oh, he trashed a giant. Oh no, he trashed this, I think. Okay, it's my turn to giant then. For 6 donut. That's a lot. Yeah, I cannot go for a game here. 4 cards. I'm gonna annoy him now. Very much annoy him. So the effect was free. I have 6 don't open, 1 giant. Honestly, I think I should just play this. have to do it only. I can play this later, so this. Oh, giant on here, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So just want him going low on cards. Okay, 4 cards. Take a 2K. This is like next turn insurance. I know he has a Sanji hand. Oh, he discarded 2. Yeah, okay. I don't know he has a Sanji, but he has 3 giants already on the bin. 3. Yeah. Okay, 4th giant. He keeps attacking and give me an extra cards. Like I search a 2K, and that's stretching a card for me. That's good. Like he's basically gonna have to trash a card later anyway to defend his attack. So, but for me, this is cycling my deck, cycling the cards. Okay, a little bit annoying, but understandable. Okay, I'll take this one. I'll go to 1 life. I'm not gonna take another surge including. Again, I'm running out of turns here, so I'll take a 2K. Try to survive. I'll give the counter that he saw. I don't want a giant here. It's gonna have 7 down. 7 down, I have 3 attacks and 2 attacks. 1 life. Seven down, 4 cards in hand. It's a bit weird. Let's start with 8. Okay, I know he has a giant here. So 7. That is fine. We'll go 6 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 of 11. Can he do it? Oh, that was very close, but very good game. Very close. That's gonna be an interesting match. I'm gonna take second, even though he wanna take first. on most of his matchups. So this hand, I know I have a Sungeon Pudding, but I think I'll move. I need to be able to have something on board to respond a little bit, so I'll just move. Okay, similar hand but with searchers and okay, cool. Rosemary first. Oh, nice. This is a very good turn 2 for us. And the second one. Okay, this is looking good. Again, this is the most important character in the deck. This is the one that I want to see every game, as many of them as I can. So it's looking good at the moment. Okay, Bonkure. Gonna protect my first life. Bonkure is crazy. That's 5. He's going to 7 next turn. Just gonna poke 5. He can go to 8 next turn if he wants. Since I'm second, I'm gonna get the Luffy Taro. It combos perfectly. I'm gonna put the Luffy here on top, and I'm gonna stack the 2K and Giant. So if I see this Giant after the Luffy, I know what to draw. This deck has so many searchers that most matches you can start stacking your deck to see if you can find whatever was in the bottom back. So trigger. Okay, I'll take another Zorojuro. 8 cards. Okay, I'll take another Zorojuro, so I can play with Sungeon Pudding next turn. Okay, just going for a board here. I honestly wouldn't mind if he goes for a board. That's okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna counter this one. So now he has to attack again. Yeah. He has more down than me. I'm gonna draw cards here. I think I'm okay to defend this. Yeah. It's 5 cards in hand. I have 3 life. It's not a bad turn. So now I'm gonna draw a massive amount of cards. So I'm gonna try to clear this first. Okay. Sungeon Pudding, draw me a card. I use the effect so it cannot be rested. Either. Return 2. A bunch of things is active. And yes, searcher. Okay, I'm gonna end up getting the Sungeon Pudding, but just because I don't want to bottom 2 of them at the same time. In any case that he can remove 1, I have only 2 now, so I don't want to bottom the deck and don't see them for the rest of the game, so I'm just gonna pick one. It's kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. Can put this one at the bottom of the deck, doesn't matter. So I bottom 12 cards after seeing the secret Luffy. So I'll go for 6. So I should have gone with the character first to avoid triggers. 6 again. Okay. So 4 cards in hand on character. 8. Oh yeah, he -1. So he can leader effect Big Mom here. If you want, Katakuri. I'll go to 2 life. There's no problem with that. Yeah, Katakuri, suspected. So now you see why the Luffy Taro. I can very easily spam the board, draw more cards. Now my leader effects and leave 4 don't open. I have 2 Thunder Aggro. It's absolutely insane. So return to dawn. I have 4 active. It's here. I think I'm gonna play the. Yeah, I'm gonna play the other stage because if he moms, he cannot. Oh, that was a good draw. Yeah, he cannot put this in my life. So, and I'm gonna start swinging. Swinging a lot with small characters is very annoying for Luffy. This deck has a lot of 2Ks, but okay. I'm gonna leave all my Dawn to protect myself, but I want him throwing cards away. Oh, okay. So that's good for us. I guess I wanted him expanding cards. The life matters, of course, but less attacks. It's way better here in this position. So I have 6 Dawn. I'll counter this. It's fine. I think he can 9 Bomb here. Oh, okay. That was a good one. These were the games. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and like. See you next time.